We're learning what an important role county forests play on Discover Wisconsin.
So Max, a lot of people don't really understand how logging helps the economy both in Wisconsin and across the country.
Well, logging is the leading industry in the northern 28 counties in the state of Wisconsin, the second leading industry in the whole state.
Really?
So it's very important to the state of Wisconsin, locally and nationally. We employ a heck of a lot of people throughout Wisconsin and the nation.
All right, time to get a first-hand look to see how this is done. Once the professional foresters have determined which trees need to be harvested, the logging professional goes about his business in the actual harvesting of the trees.
So how exactly is this working? How many different ways can you handle a tree with this thing? This is crazy.
Well, you start by grabbing the tree and cutting it off at the bottom, at the trunk. And then what I do is I just feed it out, and it's all automated, and
So this is heavily computerized.
it's very computerized. Everything's mainly ran by computer.
That's technology, man.
Now, just because we're being assisted by computers, don't let that fool you. This is some hard work by both the professional foresters and loggers.
If you ask most of the logging community why they do it, because of the long hours, because of the high expense, I think they do it because they know they're making a difference. They're being good stewards to the land. They're managing the forest. A managed forest is a healthy forest.
And the hard work absolutely pays off in the end.
On the statewide scale, the wood product industry or the timber industry contributes over $20 billion annually to the state's economy. It's the second largest manufacturing industry in the whole state. The employment sector-wise, approximately 70,000 jobs are created in the wood product industry in Wisconsin. There's about 1,300 wood product users in the state, or companies that manufacture wood products. And those 70,000 jobs is a payroll of about $3 billion annually.
John says that the best thing about timber management is that they're dealing with a renewable resource. If I come back here in about 20 years, the harvest will be greater because forestry professionals left the land better than how they got it.
One way forests regenerate is through a spring tree planting program.
The big reason the spring tree planting takes place is we're trying to regenerate areas we're cutting over, especially jack pine. It's an important species, especially in this area where we're starting to see Kirtland's warbler come in. So that's the big reason why we're hoping to keep a lot of these sites to jack pine, to encourage them to keep coming here, nesting here. Other species of wildlife as well. And we don't have overall a whole lot of jack pine on the Marinette County Forest. We're 231,000 acres and 100,000 of that is aspen. So when we can hold on to species like jack pine, it keeps some diversity for us too. The majority of trees that are planted on county forests are coming through the state nurseries. And they work real closely with us. They send us surveys on a yearly basis to plan 5 years ahead as to what we're gonna plant. They can make sure that the nurseries have the stock we're gonna need each spring.
A key ingredient to a healthy forest is a clean, well-maintained water supply, and vice versa.
Our county forests are a big contributor to the state's high quality of waters, our surface waters and our wetlands. They go hand in hand. Good healthy forests result in good healthy water quality, and they're both part of the water cycle. As part of that, within our county forests, we have what's known as best management practices for water quality.
The best management practices provide guidelines on harvesting trees in certain protected zones. There's definitely a lot of moving parts to county forests. I'm starting to get a sense of how important this all really is.
Locally, it's extremely important to the counties. It helps counties offset their local tax levies, and it also funds all the different offerings that our programs offer, all the recreational aspects, the wildlife habitat improvement, all the water quality. And most folks don't understand that overall economic impact of how big the industry is to the whole state.
Want to learn more about the county forest near you? Begin exploring at discoverwisconsin.com and choose Wisconsin County Forests as your destination. After this short break, I'm off to tackle the county forest summer and fall recreational offerings.